Hey guys, welcome to another one of our videos. I'm Worm, this is the Bubblegum. Today we're going to be carrying on our e-juice series from vapors.com.my.
Indeed. Today is going to be a watermelon bubblegum. So yeah, that's what it is. It's watermelon bubblegum from the DIY again. There we go. From the DIY range. It's obviously Premix, it's just called DIY. 12mg strength, 70-30 PG/BG mix. Should point out again, guys, we've got this free, but it is not going to reflect or change what we're going to say about this liquid. We haven't primed it, unlike we did in the previous videos. We've literally got two empty A7s. We're going to prime them for you, and we're going to have a vape, and you'll get our impressions on camera. Yeah, happy. So basically, initial impressions, smells like watermelon and bubblegum.
Pretty much.
It just does smell very red. So
it is a red juice. We don't know why.
Yeah, some of these juices are incredibly red, which is a bit weird because we've mixed quite a few different flavoured juices and we've never had one be red. So I'd imagine there's no colours added to any of these juices. It's not something I'm 100% about, but I would be pretty sure that that's not the case. I think it's very unlikely, to be honest with you. I might even email Bubblers and see what he says about that.
Maybe it's just part of the steeping process. Maybe they've been steeped for like a couple of months before they're sent out. Because we've never had any juice really that has lasted us longer than a month, really.
We should point out, guys, also that, which we have forgotten to in our previous videos, all of these DIY liquids, the flavours are all American. Okay, so they're all American US flavours. They're just obviously mixed and sold from Malaysia, from vapors.com.my. Okay, just priming our Atties. You have to bear with it for 2 seconds, guys. It takes a little bit longer. But brand new 10ml bottle.
Oh,
yeah,
cheeky. That's
nice.
my initial impression. Cheeky.
Cheeky. Is your initial impression? Okay. I don't.
You'll see what I mean when you vape it.
Really?
Yeah. See?
That's quite nice. It's hard to say. It doesn't really taste very strong of watermelon or bubblegum, if that makes sense. It's kind of bubblegum on the way in and out constantly. It's watermelon flavours. It's hard to.
My take of it is I'm getting less bubblegum. It's definitely there, but it's a lot less than the actual single bubblegum on its own. I'm getting more of a watermelon with a back taste of bubblegum.
For me, it's like a sort of a mild bubblegum, a mild compared to their just the bubblegum flavour. Anyway, mild bubblegum on the way in, and it's just pretty much a nice sweet watermelon on the way out. So we haven't tried this one, guys. So this is the first time we've tried it. That is a very kind of mellow watermelon flavour on that way out. Is it the same for you?
Yeah, it's I'm getting watermelon all the time, to be honest.
I'm getting watermelon on the way in, but it's more bubblegum on the way in. On the way out, it's very like no bubblegum at all.
I'm not getting that. I'm getting pretty much watermelon and then aftertones of bubblegum, both on inhale and exhale. So this is how like different palettes change. So
it's definitely though, no matter what wave and what palette it's on, or for us to anyway, it's definitely watermelon bubblegum.
Very smooth though. Definitely. I mean, I'm getting very low throat hit on this.
Well, I mean, we'll come to expect a low throat hit on the 12mg strength, but it is very smooth. You're just walking down my throat. There's no throat hit at all, really. That's really nice, actually. I'm quite enjoying that.
It's very subtle.
I think I could do that quite a lot. Out of 10, initial out of 10 for me anyway. Definitely for me, that's a 9. You?
I'd go so far as saying 9.5.
There you go. It's very, nice. very high ratings for us of this. As far as what it is in terms of 0 to 10 and what it's meant to taste like,
10.
It's a 10. It tastes like bubblegum and watermelon. It's a very good
what more can you ask for?
Liquid, yeah. These DIYs, they are very good when it comes to tasting of what they're supposed to taste of. They really are true to their name.
These obviously been played around with a lot and definitely perfected. I mean, I think they've been going since, I think it's 2012. Does say somewhere, yes, since 2012 DIY. So
okay,
they've had over a year.
Over a year, but that's a very good edict actually. as you can see, vape profit is ample. There's a lot of vapor there, especially for a 70-30 blend. I'd say we mix quite happily 50-50s quite regularly, and only sort of get a similar vape. Maybe it's a little bit thicker, but it's not miles thicker by any means. So vape profit's really nice. Throat hit minimal. Basically, with all the ones we tried so far, the only one that wasn't was peppermint, but that wasn't a throat hit in terms of e-liquid throat hit. That was a menthol throat hit. So all of them have been very little throat hit, even compared to other 12 milligrams that we've tried. So
yeah, I think when you're going from like 12 and downwards in nicotine strength, the throat is more from the flavour rather than the nicotine you're going to get. So
I mean, we can tell the difference if you haven't been vaping and you pick up a 12 and you're expecting a 6, you can tell. But once you start vaping a bit, it's not something you notice dramatically. It's not like going from a 6 to an 18. If you want the throat hit, suggest you go higher nicotine strengths, just because you're not going to get it from the 12 in the watermelon anyway.
Not the flavours, no.
Not this watermelon one. The price is the same as the other ones. There's a couple that are slightly more expensive, but the price of this is 15 Malaysian ringgit, which is about £3.25 for 10ml, which is pretty good. As we pointed out before, the bottles are all wicked, nice squeezy bottles.
Yeah, they're all
very
really
easy to
squeezy.
drip.
It's really nice.
It's very good liquid actually. I don't really know what else to say on this. It's lovely. It's really good.
We've previously tried a watermelon from one of our friends who's got one, and
it was a in fact, it was a decaying. It was a decaying. It wasn't meant to be a bubblegum or anything. It was just a decaying watermelon, 18 milligram strength we tried, wasn't
I
it?
would say this watermelon is better.
That watermelon is definitely better. I mean, it is watermelon bubblegum, not watermelon, but the watermelon flavour on this is more true than that decaying was. The decaying tasted like watermelon, but it was just as you was breathing it out, and that was it. With this, like William says, I mean, for me, it is very mild watermelon and quite a lot of bubblegum on the way in, but it's not as strong as bubblegum as the other bubblegum was. And on the way out, it's just lovely watermelon, sort of sweet, crisp watermelon flavour. It's a very good liquid. I don't really know what else to say.
Yeah,
I'd highly recommend buying that, to be honest. I mean,
that would be an all-day vape.
That is definitely an all-day vape for me. That is as high as the original bubblegum was. I would quite happily vape that or the other one side by side all day long.
I mean, I think if you've got the bubblegum as well and you want a bit more bubblegum hitting this, drop a few drops in. It's DIY liquid.
Yeah,
Do it yourself.
DIY Premix, but have a little mix-up if you've got a few of them. They are incredibly good. The only thing we should point out to the UK guys who do watch our videos regularly is obviously shipping costs will factor when you're looking at these liquids. If you are choosing to buy Premix liquids, these are some of the nicest we've tried. We're not going to lie to you, but the postage is going to hurt a bit. Right,
but if you do order in bulk, which I'm assuming some people out there do, I mean, you're looking at a tenner for 30ml of one flavour. That is pretty cheap compared to like some other sites out there. I'm not going to name them.
That's without postage though.
Yeah.
I don't know what the postage is. I know that postage.
The extra you'd pay for the ones in the UK may work out that covers your postage, so you're not really paying any more. You're just maybe getting better flavours.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's definitely worth having a look at Vapors.
You're not going to save any money, but you are going to enjoy your vape a little bit more.
Well, the worst case is you can build a basket and it'll calculate your postage for you. Then you can weigh up the pros and the cons. But all I will say is that from the flavours we've tried so far, and we have tried quite a few of these now, there's been none that weren't good.
Yeah.
So take it as you will. These are very, very good e-liquids. This is a very, very nice flavour.
Very nice.
I think we've kind of said all we need to say on this, guys. It's definitely worth £3.25 all day long, and you will.
This might be gone by tomorrow.
Yes, I can see this getting put into an RSST and vape the living shit out of. I was trying to find a semi-professional way of wording that, and I just couldn't. It's just I think I'm gonna put 3 ml of that in an RSST.
He's also going to be vape
crap out of it. There goes the ammo. So yeah, but that is a bloody nice e-liquid. That's really, really good. I personally prefer the bubblegum on its own, just because that bubblegum is very, very, very moreish. This is too, but this is a lighter vape. I like that kind of. It's actually like I'm chewing bubblegum that you get with that other liquid, but I would not be unhappy if I paid a £5 for that 10ml bottle. At £3.25, you can't really go wrong.
Including shipping for that, it probably is about £5.
Yeah, it probably is.
So,
but it's definitely worth it. And again, we've said in one of the previous videos, it took 4 days from being dispatched from Malaysia to on my doorstep. This parcel So I've experienced UK sites, some big UK sites, using standard Royal Mail first class, and it's taken 3 days. And I'm sorry, but if you can get all this liquid to us from Malaysia, Bubbers, we're what? Bubbers? Bubbers? Oh my god. Atrocious. If you can get this liquid to us from Malaysia in 4 days, there's no excuse why certain UK sites are taking 3 days to dispatch, 1 day to dispatch, and 2 days for it to be delivered via first class Royal Mail.
We've done it, mate.
I think we are done. Anyway, guys, I've been Mr. Proton. This has been The Worm. Thank you very much for watching, guys.
We'll see you soon.
And we will see you soon.